Okay, I thought I'd seeing as I was making buttonholes, just make a quick video for anyone that might be interested. I've got one of the Singer buttonholers. I won't go into which one because really, to me, they're all buttonholers. Some I like better than the others. This is the one that has the little cams that fit in, and I'm going to do a keyhole buttonhole, the largest one on this bedspread I'm doing. So I've marked on my fabrics where I'm having my buttonholes. This is where I'm going to start my buttonholes. And I have put a little bit of interfacing in here. So the first thing I'm going to do is turn the big button on the top to make sure my needle is at the front. I want to start at the front of my buttonhole, so I'm going to take it till it just, for me, I start there, where it just turns the corner. So I'm now going to move across, hopefully. I have on my plate underneath, by the way. So I'm going to pop and line up where I pop my buttonhole. So roughly I'm going to put my needle, my pin line in line, making sure my fabric's nice and straight along the plate. I use the edge of the plate as a guide for this. It works for this. Take my pin out. And this is a hand crank machine. So I'm now going to hand crank my buttonhole. And off we go. I don't have to touch it. I'm just hand cranking because it's got the cam in, which will give it the pattern. I've got the width I wanted. I did do a couple of test buttonholes first to make sure I had the right width of zigzag that I wanted for the buttonhole that I want to do. My fabric's this way round because I want the top on this side. So I'm getting to the end here and it's just starting to go up the other side, so I'm stopping there. I'm going to lift up. I'm going to move this out here. As normal, pull it so your thread goes back. I'm going to snip my threads away. Just like this, front and back. I'm not going to open the buttonhole because I've had a fire in my sewing room. And as yet, I haven't found my stitch ripper. So, where are we? There's the buttonhole I've just done. I have got a bit of interfacing in between here. This is the back. As you can see, it's a keyhole one. What I would normally do now is to pop a pin across the end of the buttonhole here. At either end, doesn't matter which, as long as you've got a pin in. So put a pin in here before the stitching because I don't want to cut into it. Then I would put my seam ripper into the key at the end and push along, and it will stop before it gets to this and stops you going through the end of your buttonhole. I just thought I'd show you. It might be interesting. So this is the buttonholer. Now I can use my hand and show you properly. It's one of the Singer buttonholers. It's not on a Singer machine. I have got my good old trusty out. My Norman machine. I love this machine. It's my favourite. It's a hand crank, as you can see. It's very old. I think it's 1907. I can never remember. Oh, let me have a look. Hang on, it says on my ticket. This is why I did them. I have little tickets on all my machines now. There we are. So it's was made in Dresden. It's 1907 and it's Egyptian style decals. And that, I bought these little tags. I think they're lovely. They're quite hard. I have them on all my machines because I was losing track of what was what. So that is using a Singer buttonholer on this machine. So I just move this off. You can see it doesn't fit as good as it would on a Singer, but it still fits. It's still tight enough. And as you can see, I've got a foot plate on here because my feet don't drop. So, just thought you might be interested in that. Enjoy. Bye.